Hello everyone, it's Bernard here from the Almost Painted channel, and I want to apologize for a long break we and Peter took from this channel. I can't guarantee you it won't happen again, but the reason why I'm here and talking to you is quite exciting. You see, the deathguard rules not only got leaked, but they are actually amazing. And if you believe that there are two teams making rules for 10th edition armies, there's a good team and a bad team, well, deathguard definitely got the good team. Actually, some of the datasheets are so good, like we haven't seen this stuff this good since, I don't know, the Catan. So yeah, it's actually really great fun datasheets. I can't guarantee you this will be meta-defining army because everything depends on points, etc., the balanced data slates. But I can assure you that deathguard will play like an elite, super durable army, like they should. They will be fun to play. So yeah, there's a lot to cover. So in this video, I will just focus on my 5 favorite datasheets at the moment, the maybe most changed ones, the one that got the biggest glow up, the most significant ones. So yeah, without further talking, let's dive right to those. So we obviously have to start with Mortarion, the centerpiece, the most important model that probably most of you guys want to see. So he got changed quite significantly. His main profile remained the same, so his stat line is identical. He still has only 12 toughness. I say only, you'll see in a moment why. But he still has his 5-up feel no pain, so that's good. He no longer has his special ability that he has aura of ignoring modifiers. So yeah, this duel with Fulgrim, now you know why he didn't bypass his -1 to hit. However, he's as durable as ever. Instead, he now has Host of Plagues. This reminds me kind of the 8th edition Mortarion when he was just, you know, spewing mortal wounds everywhere, because basically at the end of your movement phase, and he still moves 10 inches with fly, you roll 1d6 for each enemy unit within 6 inches of this model, adding 1 to the result if the enemy unit is afflicted. Afflicted means within a range of contagion, so from turn 2 onwards it's 6, then 9 inches. Great stuff, really easy to achieve here. On a free up, that enemy suffers d3 mortal wounds. So basically, you move Mortarion and you roll d6 for everything within 6 inches. And usually on a 2-up, yeah, they will suffer d3 mortal wounds just like that. Like this toxic presence will really make Mortarion a priority target to remove, because over 4 turns they will just weather everything down. And making Mortarion priority target is a big deal because he's a one sturdy bastard. His Lord of the Deathguard ability, the pick 1 of 3, got heavily reworked. You can see it on the screen. And all of those rules are quite good. Like, they're very reactionary and they're buffing the nearby models or our 6 inches aura. The first one is surprisingly, you know, reactive movement. So all your Deathguard units within 6 inches of Mortarion, if enemy moves within 9 inches of those, they can move 5 inches. So it's great. Like, you know, mobility is the name of the game. Reactive moves are great. This is quite good stuff. The second one is fight on death on 2-up. So again, great thing. You just need to be within 6 inches of Mortarion, but yeah, it's definitely something he will probably pop in a later game, especially if he's surrounded with Terminators. And finally, the third one, like, those are reactive moves, everything. So we had movement, we had fighting, so now obviously shooting, and yeah, the final bubble is reactive shooting. If your Deathguard unit is within 6 inches of Mortarion, if it's shot at, it can shoot back. So all of them are reactions. So you just pick if you want to react to enemy in their movement, in their shooting, in fight. So they are actually quite great. I love all of them. I think that they will be, yeah, they will simply make Mortarion a central unit to remove, which plays into the fact that he's very sturdy. Now in the leaked points he costs 400, so he will probably drop down a little. He'll obviously be more expensive than he used to be. I think, I would assume that, but even then, it's a great thing. Like, he's still not very little in fight, but yeah, obviously he is a deathguard unit within 6 inches of himself, so yeah, like if you shoot Mortarion, he can shoot you back. It makes Mortarion important and playable, so that's win-win for me. For me, he was auto-include the moment when I saw that he still has 5-up Feel No Pain. Okay, Mortarion stays, he's a great model. Now your opponent will be forced to deal with him, and we all know how, resource taking Mortarion can be if you need to deal with him. The next datasheet are the Blord Terminators, and they received glow up they desperately needed, in opinion of many. Mainly their weapons went to damage 2. Like, this is something everybody was asking from the beginning, so they got it. But other changes are more interesting. So first of all, they got extra inch of movements, and going from 4 inches to 5 inches may not seem like a lot, but it's 25% increase. So in a late game, they will be able to, to get to the objective, to get into the deployment zone. They can do something. They can do stuff. But as you can see from the datasheet, they also got +1 toughness. So they are now toughness 7. And this is a huge breakpoint, in my opinion. Custodes now are wounding them on 4-up. So even in Lion's Detachment, they can't wound them on 2-ups, which is huge. Like they basically went to be Alarus Terminators without without their 4 wound. But we'll get there. We'll get there. This is great. Their rule, their datasheet ability, used to be reroll once to wound and to hit against the closest target. Now, if you're shooting against unit within contagion range of anything, you get +1 to strength and +1 AP to your weapons. And their basic weapons, the combi bolters, they have 4 shots at 12 inches, so now they're going to strength 5, AP -1 lethal hits. So quite good if you ask me. And obviously they can still have a special weapon, which will benefit, their special weapons will basically go to AP2, and extra strength is always nice. So yeah, this combined with the fact that their weapons are now damage 2, I think it's a huge win, and I think that Blord Terminators finally will see a lot of play. Like, they are super hard to remove. They are now less punished for their durability, because they can still move, they can do damage in both shooting and fighting. So yeah, they will be quite an important unit. But let's talk about even more important unit, in my opinion. One that I probably won't play a lot, because Poxwalkers, they are a horde unit. They are a unit for a horde army. You need a lot of them usually, and they take a lot of time. So I would probably lean towards Terminator personally, but they're so good that I will definitely, like, they're auto-include, okay? Poxwalkers in DevGuard are auto-include now, okay? Not only because the cultists are gone, spoiler, but Poxwalkers got infiltrators. This is all you need to know. Poxwalkers got infiltrators. Not even scout, straight up infiltrator. If they won't be super expensive, like, you will probably take a lot of them, because you can take all the midfield. With Poxwalkers, they can still be up to 20 in a unit. They still have 5-up Feel No Pain. They're like ridiculously hard to remove, because if you shoot them, like, they have 5-up Feel No Pain, obviously. They can go to ground. In fighting, if they if they kill your models, they bring those models back. So yeah, like, their offensive output is virtually identical. Their defensive is also toughness 4, no save, 5-up Feel No Pain. But boy, with infiltrators, they are scary. Oh, and they got, I don't remember if they were 4 inches or 5 inches. They are 5 inches now. They are terrifying. They are terrifying. You can basically put 3 20-man squads in the middle on all the objectives and forget them for the rest of the game. They will just be there. Oh, also, they can have leaders now. Mainly, they can have the Malignant Plague Caster and the guy with a bell. The guy with a bell is super important because he adds to their movement, or at least advanced charges. And the Malignant Plague Caster, he gives sustained hits now for all attacks. So having 2 attacks each in a 20-man blob, like that's a lot of attacks. They already have lethal hits, now they will have lethal and sustained, and because they're basically hitting on 5-ups, now they will be really, like half of those attacks will be auto wounds and auto additional hits. Like this is a scary prospect for your enemy. Like Poxwalkers are auto include. I'm glad that I bought the old combat patrols, so I had 30 of them. I bought the Dark Imperium, so I have 50 Poxwalkers total. I will definitely be running 40 of them, like no brainer. Even if they end up being expensive, 1 squad probably with Typhus, 1 squad with the Bell guy and the Malignant Plague Caster, and they will just, annoy the hell of my opponent. So now, if you're my opponent, pick. Do you want to shoot Mortarion that buffs my entire army, or do you want to shoot my Poxwalkers? Also, Poxwalkers can also benefit from Mortarion Aura, for example. So if I choose the reaction move one, yeah, they can be annoying squared. And yeah, still they regain lost models as their kill stuff. So that's super cool, super fluffy. Next one, another big winner, in my opinion, Plague Marines. This, even after the changes, like they didn't have huge changes, but quite significant ones. They have toughness 6, yes. So the rumors were true. Plague Marines are now toughness 6, which is lovely, honestly. Like the toughness 5, it wasn't really that big of a deal. Like they still have 3-up save. I personally believe that the Grey Knights with their 2-up save on Strike Marines were tougher than Plague Marines. But yeah, now with toughness 6, it might be a different story. Obviously, strength 5 versus the 0.5, the 5 toughness was a huge breakpoint. Toughness 6 will help with that. But their rules also changed from being able to, I believe, reroll leadership tests on objectives, like something utterly useless. They now have infused with the Blessing of Nurgle. In your shooting phase, each time this unit is selected to shoot, after this unit has shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks until the start of your next turn. That enemy unit is afflicted. Which is just great. Like, it's the old Hellbrute rule, which, spoiler, the Hellbrute no longer has that rule, so Hellbrute in Deathguard is almost dead. You probably should sell it to your friendly World Eater player. But yeah, basically you shoot at something and it's in contagion range. So all the other rules that work, that are triggered by being afflicted, will work in range, and they can shoot up to 24 inches, obviously. So this right there is a great, it's really thought out rule. I love it. They also finally have a rule for their icon of the spear. While an enemy unit is within 6 inches of the bearer, worsen the leadership characteristic of models in that unit by 1. You see, it's not a very significant game-changing piece, but it's actually useful, and it's cool. It's just an icon bearer. You don't lose anything. You just can take it. You have a model for it in the box. It's the dangling metal fly, I believe. So yeah, I'm just glad that they thought about making rule for it. Other than that, they are virtually unchanged. They are still melee brawlers, so yeah, nice for that. Also, the Rhino got a little glow up. I didn't mention it here, but the Rhino in the Deathguard isn't repairing itself, although I think that it would fit Deathguard Rhino. Instead, it's basically a Razorback or Falcon. If a unit disembarks from Rhino until the end of the turn, they reroll wounds against something that the Rhino shot at. And considering that the Chaos Rhinos, they have the Havoc weapons and combi bolters, it will be very easy to trigger, and then you can, I don't know, shoot something with all your weapons and possibly even charge it. So yeah, Rhino with Plague Marines is as good as ever. There are great stratagems. They can still have 2 leaders. so you will definitely find use for your Plague Marines. Then we have the biggest glow up in the entire book. This is the datasheet I was talking when I was comparing it to the Catan glow up. Defro Terminators. Oh my god, they are ridiculously good now. Now, they are currently priced at 160 points for free, I believe. So 320 for 6, but I think that they might be worth it, honestly. So first of all, from top to bottom, they got extra inch of movement. We all know it's how great movement is this game. They have toughness 7, fantastic. They still have 2-up save, 4-up save, great, very hard to, remove those, especially since they now have 4 wounds. And oh my god, when I saw that they have 4 wounds, I literally cried with joy. Like, this is the reason I'm making this video. This is such highly anticipated change for me. Like, make all the elite Terminators 4 wounds. Please, GW, please. I love this change. It's amazing. It really makes the Defro Terminators, the elite guard of Mortarion. Like, they're amazing. I now really hope that Paladins in Grey Knights, they will also get 4 wounds. Great change. Their Plague Sport gauntlets, they are unchanged, so still your leader can take 1 extra. It's anti-infantry 4-up. Pistol Flamer, quite good, useful to removing any screens, using in combat because it's a pistol. Very, very good weapon. Their melee weapons, however, they changed. The strike profile, identical, 4 attacks, hitting on 2, strength 8, AP -2, damage 2, lethal hits, so quite useful to dealing with marines, to dealing with vehicles, anything. Their sweep profile, however, got changed and it's now miles better. It used to be 6 attacks at strength 5, AP 0, damage 1, which was useless, mostly because of the limitation of 6 attacks. Like, you go from 4 attacks with AP -2 and higher strength and higher damage to 6 attacks, so only 2 extra with no AP and 1 damage. Like who would use it? It was a profile that was only semi-decent against orcs. But now they have 8 attacks, and this already is selling me whatever is in that profile, because the sweep profile should be used against guard, against a Tyrannid horde, against elves, and 8 attacks is what I ask. Double what the base profile is, then it can be, however bad the author want it to be. But it's not bad, actually. Like, it's hitting on 3-ups instead of 2-ups. Okay, it will still be a decent amount. It has strength 4 instead of 5. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. But it has finally point of AP. Thank you. Thank you. With 8 attacks per model, 3 Defro Terminators will clear probably a squad of guardsmen, and 6-man Defro Terminator squad will clear 20-man guardsman squad. So it still has lethal hits, by the way, so it's a great thing. Now, the thing I wanted to come back, the strength 4, you see, the Lord of Contagion, who can obviously lead those guys, he now gives sustain hits 1 and lance. And I just can't describe you how great those rules are. Like, +1 to wound on charge and sustain hits. Like, 3 of those with Lord of Contagion, they will probably alone kill a 20-man squad of guardsmen with command squad and maybe some other leader. It's bonkers. It's absolutely... They are terrifying. The only thing that got side-graded, or downgraded, is their silent bodyguard rule. Previously they got a semi-transhuman, so -1 to wound if the strength of the attack was higher than their toughness, which now is less relevant because they have toughness 7 and they had to be led by character. Instead, they give 4-up feel no pain for a character, so the anti-precision trick, it's okay. It depends how much you value the character's input. I think it can be useful. It's not as good as it used to be, but it doesn't matter. They are now the offensive powerhouse. They are great. They have extra wounds. They have extra toughness. They don't need extra, defensive layers. Now, the only thing that can stop them is their slow movement. obviously, and charging from deep strike can be tricky. Thankfully, they got a extra datasheet ability that's absolutely bonkers. Like, up to this point, every single change was like, that's great, that's amazing, that's even better. This one tramples all the previous upgrades. Death approaches is a special rule. Each time this unit is set up on the battlefield using the deep strike ability, it can be set up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 6 inches horizontally from all afflicted enemy units and more than 9 inches horizontally away from all enemy units. This is great. It's super great. This basically reads, you can set them up 6 inches from enemy models and charge. That's all you need to take away from it. Yes, it has the caveat that those has to be afflicted models, otherwise you need to be 9 inches away from healthy models, but the deep strike happens at the end of the movement phase. All you have to do, turn 2, is move something, for example, Poetic Blow Drone, to be within 6 inches of a unit, and it is already afflicted. It happens instantaneously. Oh. The point is, it's so easy to trigger with this book, with all those detachments, stratagems, etc. It's super easy. Like, maybe there will be a unit in your opponent's backfield that will be hard to make afflicted, unless you play the detachment in which you pick 3 units anywhere on the board and make them afflicted, like 12 inches from you. That was preview on the Warhammer community. Then there's just no way of hiding from Defro Terminators charging you from a deep strike. Like 16 charges, go ham. Yeah, it's great. It's super easy. Like, it's almost impossible to protect from it when you're fighting for the midfield, where I think charging from deep strike may be the most crucial. Yeah, it's super easy. Like, turn 2, they will basically drop and charge anything you want in the middle ground. So between infiltrating Poxwalkers, the deathguard, the plague marines that can shoot disease across the board, and Defro Terminators charging 6 inches and being absolutely murder hobos with the Lord of Contagion, you like this codex is gonna be so amazing to play with. And the detachments, we'll cover the detachments soon. They are amazing. Like, they have so much fluff in them. I absolutely love this book already. So yeah, we have the leaks. I will obviously still buy it because this is like a top-notch rule set. And for me, this is what I want from a book. Rules that really fit the lore, fit the army, and are fun to play. I don't care if DevGuard ends up being super expensive and quite bad, Mud Hammer way and not win many tournaments. I just want to have fun with them, and charging 6 inches with your Defro Terminators and picking diseases and throwing them around, it's gonna be super fun. And if somebody wants to play with 150 Poxwalkers, yeah, it's also possible. There is a detachment in which Poxwalkers are battle lines, so we can take 120 and all of them are infiltrators. And then for 3 battle rounds, you get extra unit of 10 Poxwalkers just walking there. Maybe deep striking, because some of them can deep strike. Absolutely ridiculous armies right there. I think they will suffer from some balancing things, but yeah, that's because their rules are just so fluffy, thematic, and amazing. So yeah, for me, the biggest winners are the Defro Terminators, followed by Poxwalkers, and then the rest. Like, many other datasheets also received glow up. So as I mentioned with the Poxwalkers, the fact that the malign plague caster, he can now give Poxwalkers sustained hits. Like, there are many great little changes. It's clear for me that whoever wrote the Codex was really fan of the army and was thinking on different ways of making it cool. Like the icon that the Plague Marines can take, Defro Terminators also can take it because the leader can be assembled with those 3 little bells. And he thought, well, that's a cool piece in the kit, like let's give them rules. And those are not rules that will break the game or make them, super cyan good. It's just a nice rule that actually has a use because it lowers the leadership by 1. So yeah, it's fluffy. So thank you guys for watching. Tell me in the comments, what do you think about those changes? Are you excited about Mortarion? Or are you disappointed that he's not a murder machine? Like, I think that the fact that he provides his son with such a tactical flexibility is actually great. I love that he's still so durable. I just think that he will fit in most of the armies. So yeah, tell me also in the comments what else you want me to discuss, and have a great day. Bye bye.